Hello and welcome to the GMAP training video series. My name is Erin Suddeth and I'm the branch manager for the Title I Part A Support and Improvement branch at the Kentucky Department of Education. This video includes instruction on the school eligibility page in GMAP. Once again, I've logged into our GMAP test site as a test district for the demonstration. After logging in, I navigated to the current consolidated application and selected the school eligibility page from the sections page, both of which are covered in the general overview and tips video. The school eligibility page is closely related to the school program description page. It's important to know that the poverty factor, method of allocation, method of qualification, and other selections relating to how schools will be ranked and served from the school program description page are followed on the school eligibility page. All public schools in the district will be listed on the school eligibility page, including alternative education programs and preschool programs. A service type must be selected for each school. The selection must align with the qualification method selected on the school program description page, and there are 8 service types. Targeted assistance eligible, no program. The school's poverty percentage is less than 40%, and its poverty percentage is either at or above 35% if the district selected the 35% rule on the school program description page, or at or above the district's poverty average if the district selected district poverty average on the school program description page. The school is eligible for a targeted assistance program, but it is not being served with an allocation. Targeted assistance program. Again, the school's poverty percentage is less than 40%, and its poverty percentage is at or above 35%, or at or above the district's poverty average, based on the selection made on the school program description page. The school receives an allocation and implements a targeted assistance program, and only identified students receive services. School-wide eligible targeted assistance program. The school's poverty percentage is at or above 40% or at or above the district's poverty average, depending on the selection made on the school program description page. The school is eligible for a school-wide program, however, a targeted assistance program is implemented and only identified students receive services. School-wide eligible, no program. The school's poverty percentage is at or above 40% or the district's poverty average, depending on the selection made on the school program description page. The school is eligible for a school-wide program, but is not being served with an allocation. School-wide program. The school's poverty percentage is at or above 40% or at or above the district's poverty average, depending on the selection made on the school program description page. The school receives an allocation and implements a school-wide program. All students are eligible to be served with Title I Part A funds. However, services are focused on those most academically at risk. School-wide program under 40%. This designation is reserved only for schools which the district has been granted a waiver by KDE to operate a school-wide program in a school that would otherwise be required to operate a targeted assistance program. Not a Title I school. The school is not eligible to receive Title I Part A funds because it is not at or above the selected qualification method, or the school is a non-A1 school such as an alternative education program or preschool program and is not being served. Alternate funding. This school is skipped based on the description provided on the school program description page. It's important to correctly enter the service types as this information is included in federal reporting. Next, enter the K through 12 enrollment numbers for each A1 school. Please enter 0 for non-A1 schools such as alternative education programs and preschools not being served, as this field should not be left blank. Select the poverty factor for each A1 school, even if the school is not being served with Title I funds. If the school is not being served, the district still used one of the poverty factors to determine the number of low-income students at the school, which will also be entered on this page. The poverty factors are free and reduced lunch, direct certification, direct certification and the household survey, direct certification and the 1.6 multiplier, and other. Each of these poverty factors is discussed more in depth on the school program description page. For non-A1 schools not being served with Title I funds, please select Other. The poverty factors selected must match the poverty factors selected on the program description page. As a reminder, if a district has a mix of CEP and non-CEP schools, 2 poverty factors may be selected. Questions 14 and 18 in the CEP non-regulatory guidance should be consulted for more information on the use of CEP data for rank and serve purposes, and a link to that non-regulatory guidance is located in the Help for Current page. Next, enter the number of low-income students for each A1 school. GMAP will then calculate the following columns: adjusted public number, percent, and adjusted percent, as well as calculate the totals down at the bottom. Next, enter the number of low-income students from participating private or non-public schools. GMAP will automatically order the schools based on their adjusted percent. The district may manipulate that order based on other factors, such as grade span grouping, which is discussed in the school program description page video. All rank and serve rules apply regardless of any alternate order the schools are placed in. The eligibility for service column will be automatically populated. And there are only 2 reasons to select the eligible by other factor column. One is if the school is eligible for service with a feeder pattern. For example, a middle school not eligible for service may take an average poverty percentage of the elementary schools that feed into their school and use that average as the middle school's poverty percentage. And the second option is the grandfather clause. This is available for a school which received a Title I Part A allocation in the previous year, but has dropped below the district's selected qualification method. When this happens, the school can operate a Title I program for 1 additional year. As always, remember to use the Save and Go To tool to save your work before navigating to another page. Thank you for watching the GMAP training video series.